Why is it so critical for us to have a growth mindset? Well, to answer this question, we've got to investigate how having a fixed mindset and a growth mindset relates to how we see ourselves, our self-image. You see, when we have a fixed mindset and don't believe that we can change and develop our talents, abilities, and intelligence, we see the world in terms of haves and have-nots. And of course, we want to be seen as a have. That's how we derive a positive self-image. So what that means for us is that if we have a fixed mindset, we're primarily in protection mode. We want to protect our image. We don't want to put ourselves in situations where we may fail and therefore be seen as a have-not. We only want to present ourselves in situations where we will be seen as a have, where we will be successful. So when we have a fixed mindset, we're inclined to jump in and work on the projects that we believe will come naturally to us, where we know we're going to succeed. But if we're presented with a situation where we're likely to fail, we're going to come up with every excuse in the book to try to avoid that. And then again, this is something that occurs non-consciously. So that's what happens when we have a fixed mindset. We're primarily trying to protect our self-image. But when we have a growth mindset, we approach things very differently. We're no longer concerned about protecting our image. When we believe that we can learn, grow, and develop, our primary focus is actually on developing ourselves to improve our self-image. And that's critical. Can you even sense the difference between protecting an image or actually enhancing our image? See, those with a growth mindset, they're focused on providing substance behind everything that they do. Whereas those with a fixed mindset are primarily concerned about the facade, how they appear. So when we have a growth mindset, the way that we enhance our self-worth is by growing and developing ourselves. And oftentimes that means putting ourselves in situations where we actually do fail, because it's in those situations where we are going to learn and grow the most. In fact, over 30 years of research on fixed and growth mindsets have led experts to suggest that if we can't have a growth mindset, we're ultimately always going to be limited in terms of the success that we can reach. So hopefully you find this as interesting as I do as you think about this difference between fixed and growth mindsets and how we view ourselves and how we try to portray ourselves to the world. And again, those with a growth mindset, they're focused on learning and growing and enhancing themselves to improve their image. Whereas those with a fixed mindset are primarily concerned about protecting their image. And there's a big difference in terms of the decisions that we're going to make as we present ourselves to the world.